Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Rainbow Healing Bridge. Today is our weekly teleconference based on A Course in Miracles, and I am Reverend Deborah Salter, and we are using the Foundation for Inner Peace, A Course in Miracles book, combined volume, and we are going to start off today on page 660 in A Course in Miracles. It is chapter 31, The Final Vision, section 6, Recognizing the Spirit. Again, it's page 660 in the text. So I wanted to share with you all how to recognize the Spirit, how to see the flesh or recognize the Spirit. And I'm going to start off with a little prayer. If you will, just place your hand on your heart and take a couple deep breaths to be present and connect. And I'm asking Holy Spirit to join us and speak to our hearts as we go through A Course in Miracles in section 6, Recognizing the Spirit. And we welcome you, Spirit. We welcome you to be here, to be present, and to show us the things that we do not know. And I'm so grateful and thankful for this deep connection and this deep understanding that you always offer at every moment. And so it is. So we're going to start off by reading paragraph 1. You see the flesh or recognize the spirit. There is no compromise between the two. If one is real, the other one must be false. For what is real denies its opposite. There is no choice in vision but this one. What you decide in this determines all you see and think is real and hold as true. On this one choice does all your world depend. For here you have established what you are, as flesh or spirit in your own belief. If you choose flesh, you never will escape the body as your own reality, for you have chosen that you want it so. But choose the spirit, and all heaven bends to touch your eyes and bless your holy sight, that you may see the world of flesh no more, except to heal and comfort and to bless. Wow. So here, everything in life is our choice, and it only takes a little bit of willingness to choose to see something other than what we've seen before. Oftentimes we get caught up in the illusion of what is playing out in our life, which creates more of the same in your life. You have to be willing to choose another perspective, especially if that perspective is not working out anymore for you, if it is no longer serving you. I do believe that everything serves you. Everything serves you to a point. You don't want to stay stuck in that point of allowing the old programmings and the old tapes to continue to play out in your life. And I always tell my students that What would you lose to choose a different perspective? What would there be to lose in your life? To just choose a different perspective. You would have nothing to lose. Moving on, salvation is undoing. If you choose to see the body, you behold a world of separation, unrelated things and happenings that make no sense at all. This one appears and disappears in death. That one is doomed to suffer and loss, and no one is exactly as he was an instant previous, nor will he be the same as he is now an instant hence. Who could have trust where so much change is seen? For who is worthy if he be but dust? Salvation is undoing of all this. For consistency arises in the sight of those whose eyes salvation has released from looking at the cost of keeping guilt, because they choose to let it go instead. Salvation does not ask that you behold the spirit and perceive the body not. It merely asks that this should be your choice. For you can see the body without help, but do not understand how to behold a world apart from it. It is your world. Salvation will undo and let you see another world your eyes could never find. Be not concerned how this could ever be. You do not understand how what you see arose to meet your sight, for if you did, it would be gone. The veil of ignorance is drawn across the evil and the good, and must be passed that both may disappear, so that perception finds no hiding place. How is this done? It is not done at all. What could be there? What could there be within the universe that God created that must still be done? Only in arrogance could you conceive that you must make the way to heaven plain. The means are given you by which to see the world that will replace the one you made. Your will be done. So here, whatever you choose will be done. And we know that. We've mastered this aspect of fear, but have we truly mastered the aspect of love? Very few have mastered the aspect of love. And I want to welcome you today to go within and assess your heart, assess your intentions, and choose love. Choose love. What would you have to lose? You would have nothing to lose to choose love. In heaven as on earth, this is forever true. It matters not where you believe you are, nor what you think the truth about yourself must really be. It makes no difference what you look upon, nor what you choose to feel or think or wish. For God himself has said, your will be done. This is a powerful mantra or affirmation that you could use. My will be done. Your will be done. Your will be done. My will be done. Play with that. Because whatever you're giving yourself to, your attention to, will be done. Either which way, it will be done. Whether you're playing off of fear programs or love, your will be done. And it is only what you give your attention to that your will be done. And it is done to you accordingly. You who believe that you can choose to see the Son of God as you would have him be, forget not that no concept of yourself will stand against the truth of what you are. Undoing truth would be impossible. but concepts are not difficult to change. One vision, clearly seen, that does not fit the picture as it was perceived before, will change the world for eyes that learn to see, because the concept of the self has changed. So when you choose love, which is a perspective, when you choose love, the whole world opens up to you in a new light. Everything looks different. Everything feels different. Connection with your brothers and sisters start happening. Your body starts healing. Your life starts changing. Are you invulnerable? Then the world is harmless in your sight. Do you forgive? Then is the world forgiving, for you have forgiven it its trespasses, and so it looks on you with eyes that see as yours. Are you a body? So is all the world perceived as treacherous and out to kill. Are you a spirit, deathless, and without the promise of corruption and the stain of sin upon you? So the world is seen as stable, fully worthy of your trust, a happy place to rest in for a while, where nothing need be feared, but only loved. Who is unwelcome to the kind in heart? And what could hurt the truly innocent? Your will be done, you holy child of God. It does not matter if you think you are in heaven, in earth, or heaven. What your Father wills of you can never change. The truth in you remains as radiant as a star, as pure as light, as innocent as love itself, and you are worthy that your will be done. So it matters not what you think of yourself. When you recognize the Spirit, all that you thought you recognized about yourself will be undone when you choose love. It's just a simple choice, and in the instant, but of course the Miracles calls it the holy instant. As you're willing, within that split second of choosing, everything changes as a result. You know, your past experiences, if you think back and you start to think back as far as where you were in your life, what you were feeling, how you were feeling about yourself, you'll often see how the judgments of yourself created that experience in your life. Excuse me. You'll often see exactly how you created these experiences in your life. And this undoes all of your past experiences. It undoes every judgment. It undoes every blame about yourself, every shame about yourself, every guilt. It undoes all of this. There's nothing that you need to do but choose love. And at the minute that you choose love, there is harmony. There is a harmony. The universe automatically balances and restores your memory. And every experience thereafter plays out on your movie screen to remind you of your choice in love. And so I want to talk about vulnerability. I'm doing a vulnerability series. And if you're interested to come on live with me and share what vulnerability means to you and how you use that as a strength instead of a weakness, how you've used it as a weakness and transformed it into pure love, then please let me know. You can email me at www.rev, this is my website, revdebsalter.org, revdebsalter.org. You could message me, you could call me, you could email me at revdebsalter@gmail.com. Because in this space of vulnerability, when you understand what vulnerability truly means, you use this as your greatest asset to come back into connection with yourself and spirit. And I want to share this series that is taking place soon in regards to vulnerability. Okay, the conventional definition of vulnerability is the quality or state of being exposed to the possibility of being attacked or harmed, either physically or emotionally. Now, that would feel like a weakness. And so we create an ego. We create something to keep us protected because we forgot that we are the protection. The truth about vulnerability is that it's not a weakness. It's about showing up authentically and having the courage to be seen unapologetically. So there's something that happens when you live from a space of vulnerability as your greatest strength versus a vulnerability as a weakness. You become free from the attachments and secrets you hold on to. And it takes a person of deep strength and courage to show their authentic selves in a way that exposes you. Are you ready to free yourself, living from an authenticity with a deep sense of belonging where no one has any power over defining you? Here are some questions to ponder. What does vulnerability mean to you? How have you experienced feeling vulnerable as a weakness? When did you, or have you, redefined vulnerability as a strength? How have you become free by transforming it from a weakness to a strength? And what new experiences have you had as a result of showing up authentically and unapologetically? So what happens when you choose love? You enter into your heart space. You enter into that space of feeling and knowing. It's a place of safety and nurture. When you enter into your heart, everything becomes undone. All past experiences become undone. All judgments, all shames, all blames. Everything literally just falls away, and it helps you open up to your true essence of who you are, and helps keep you into that original space of authenticity, of being vulnerable, of telling your story unapologetically, of not caring what anyone thinks because this is your journey. A beautiful transformation happens when you can be free of all past and all future. You start to live in a state of flow, a state of peace, a state of self-acceptance, true self-acceptance. So I want to welcome you today To recognize the spirit within you. Go within your heart. We know that we're flesh, that we're a body. We understand that, and we still don't understand how it works. So what would you have to lose to enter into your heart and recognize the spirit within you and choose love? And then the world opens up to your sight and sees beyond all fear, all pain, and all suffering. This kind of innocence overcomes you. Purity is felt. Trust happens. And I just want to share my gratitude today for your joining and sharing and being a part of this safe place, this place of support and love. And I just want to remind you that your will be done, whatever that is. You are holy. The truth in you remains as radiant as a star, as pure as light, as innocent as love itself. And you are worthy that when you choose love, your will be done. Thank you for joining today. I love you all. Mwah.